Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2, where we are playing Sweden, currently attacking the, primitive nation of Loango, with the goal of subjecting them completely. The war in Europe is raging on, and I'm pretty sure that France is gonna beat the crap out of Prussia now. Oh, the war score still holds on 50%. I really wonder what... War exhaustion 23, what about Prussia? 25? Well, the matter of the fact is France might not be fast enough in its fight against Prussia. Even though the army is so strong, Prussian is not much weaker. Well, it has about half the size, but, you know, in mind there's technology and stuff like that that plays a big role. So we got Hasse and McCormick's reaping machine. This was the first step to mechanized farming, which increased the agriculture output enormously, 20% in fruit and grain output. And we get the mechanical saw. This was a power-driven saw that vastly increased the rate of cut-down timber. Timber and tropical wood production plus 50%, and the lumber production output 2%, and production throughput 10%. Good. How's this battle looking? Man, Prussia is, I think, getting pinned by all those cannons on the French side. Yep. Wait, the war is over. Did it end up in what piece? Come on, where can I see? United Kingdom. Peace offer from White Peace, okay. So they White Peaced, good. Well, a ton of dead and everything, but the White Peace was probably the best choice for all of them. Could have ended way worse. Okay, Russia, I'm here to meet with you. Let's put the, hostilities behind us. Okay, finally local education and co-op back to 10% again. Let's make sure it holds. So little people. But I like that they produce iron, that's a useful province. We did build the forts and we did build the naval bases. And what is this? Oh, we can sphere Congress of Poland. Well, why the hell not? That's a good thing. So you have been added to your sphere. Well, you are weak. But still, the fact that you exist in itself is great. I don't have Warsaw, do you? I actually don't know where Warsaw is. It's in Breslau. Do you like... No, you do, okay. Warsaw. So this is like the center of current Poland. Yeah, that actually makes sense. It's like this. Oh no. We got the Blight of 1856. Putopora infestans, the dreaded potato blight, has struck one of our farming provinces. Spare no effort in relieving the local farmers. That's a prestige hit, but, let's hope it won't spread. And what kind of fucking fort do they have here that holds for so long? Oh, they have level 2. Okay. And we just got the practical steam engine. 20% boost to RGO throughput and factory throughput plus 5%. Financial service production lowered and shares production lowered. Okay, so we're gonna get Industry 2, which is another RGO throughput boost. And I think we're gonna go with stock exchange now. And then we're gonna start looking into the military. Come on, man. Oh wow, oh, that's what's happening. I felt like there was, siege in Kalabar. I was like, that's us? No, that's them. Industry 2. A railroad is like a lie. You have to keep building it to make it stand. Factory cost minus 10%. RTO throughput plus 10%. What do they have, the bastards? It's just troops. Well, we can build troops. That's not a problem. We can also build artillery. And we'll need a good artillery unit. So I'm thinking, why the hell won't we get more units? So 2 in Afghan and 2 artillery units. And another, which one? We can have cuirassiers, so hussars or cavalry. Or dragoons. No, dragoons either. So let's get hussars. Just 2 of them. Continue Lagos, Benin, and Afghan. Okay. Oh, Congress of Poland grants us military access. Good. Thank you. What about... Oh, they would accept an alliance. Okay. So we are allied with both Russia and Poland now. In case of a war with Russia, they will both help us. So these units are being trained. That's good. We'll use them to dispose of the Luango units. I don't really mind getting them honed because I dread sending these units back. So once we conquer this territory, we're going to keep them there to ascertain peace. And we're gonna work our way against Congo. The Afghan infantry. Hey, our budget is doing pretty well now. It's interesting. So, we get genetics and heredity. We're just beginning to understand the process of how traits are passed on from parent to child and how this affects things such as inherited diseases. In the future, it may even come grant us the ability to better understand how these issues may be eliminated. Increased population growth, that's good. We get the Rotherham plough. The Rotherham or Yorkshire plough, invented by Disney Staniforth and Joseph Foyambe, was an improvement on the traditional plough. It was constructed of wood like the standard plough, but the fittings and coulter, which is the cutting blade, were made of iron, and the moldboard and plowshare were covered in iron plates. It was lighter than the traditional plough and could be easily worked with a pair of horses. Good. And we got Sydney Webb. I'm just gonna check these units are getting organized. Good. Oh, we finished the siege of, what is it called? Nikuna. Okay, let's move on. So, Sydney Webb. Webb developed socialist ideas while at the university, and in 1885 he joined the Fabian Society. The society believed that capitalism had created an unjust and inefficient society. The members agreed that the ultimate aim of the group should be to reconstruct society in accordance with the highest moral possibilities. The Fabian Society was a fact-finding and a fact-dispensing body, and it produced a series of pamphlets on a wide variety of different social issues. Many of these were written by Sydney Webb, including facts for socialists, facts for non-donors, the 8-hour day, and Webb also wrote a plan on campaign for laborers with George Bernard Shaw. Webb later became an important social democratic figure with influence in international worker organization. Good for him. I think our army here is ready. Yeah, we're just getting one of the hussars done, but this is enough. Oh, okay. Let's have it this way. Oh, they still do have a little force now. Good. Oh, good for them. Battle me, Longo. Oh, they took it a bit too literally, but just the sheer amount of our forces is good enough. So hey, we got socialists in the parliament, we got more conservatives and reactionaries again, a bit more anarcho-liberals. Separatists lost their, well, they lost actually one-tenth of their strength, and liberals lost some too. Hey, we won and we eliminated them. Good. Good. How are the Moors? The Mexican restoration is still ongoing. Peruvian liberation of Ecuadorian Pastaza is going on. Wow, they have so many goals. Humiliate Ecuador, Bolivia. Cut Bolivia down to the side. Humiliate Bolivia. Ecuadorian Pastaza. And they're also working on humiliating Schleswig and making it a puppet. Well, it's interesting in its own right, you know, but can we repay them all? Yes, we can. Oh no, the communists are here. The communism agenda! We need a free society where no one is considered to be superior, no one is left behind, and where mankind is free from oppression and scarcity. We need a society without a government, without class division, and where the workers control the means of production. The communists arrived. And we get Sharp and Roberts' power room, increases cotton production by 30% and fabric production by 1%. This was one of the first mechanized power rooms, and it revolutionized production. From now on, the textile industry was no longer considered a handicraft. And penny press. Advances in newsprint technology have spawned the creation of the penny press, cheap newspaper produced in large quantities with the sole purpose of reaching as wide an audience as possible. Print production flew by 30%. Oh, okay. Incorporating a new factory. A colonial charter company has approached us with a request to incorporate a new colonial factory in one of our colonies. While the factory would help local production efficiency, it is also clear that the plans call for an appropriation of several thousand acres worth of land belonging to natives. We will have to weigh the pros of production against the cons of the dispossessed angry natives. Naturally, a new factory could be a good thing, or brutally force people of their land, not a very Swedish thing to do. Where are they planning it? Benin, which if I'm not mistaken is here. I mean, the RGO throughput would be good, 40% is a huge boost, but the militancy? It doesn't seem like a lot, but it will grow gradually, and we're already getting like quite a lot. No, let's not do that. I have a moral problem with it, and B, it's not really necessary, so no. I'm really mindfucked by how the war ended. I wasn't expecting a white peace to happen. It's interesting. Oh, we got elections. Okay. And tensions dissipate. All pops in Swedish Dahomey lose 2 militancy. Okay, good. That was a big thing. Logging! Logging is the process of systematically harvesting a country's timber resources, replacing traditional methods of lumberjacking that relied primarily on disorganized groups of laborers cutting down what trees they could find and selling the timber on the market in a manner similar to farmers. Good, 20% more output. Man, our timber output, man, oh man. It's actually incredible. We're producing so much timber, and all of our factories are actually doing great. I'm happy about that. Well, I don't want the gunpowder factory, but they keep giving it to me. An open market. Factories push for free trade. Become more in favor. Launch a counter campaign to piss everyone off. And we got Friedrich Engels. As a young man, Engels went to Manchester to help his father manage his cotton factory. Engels was shocked by the poverty in the city and began writing an account that was published as condition of the working classes in England in 1844. Here Engels met Marx, with whom he would write and try to organize the international worker organization for the rest of his life. Engels lived in the shadow of Marx intellectually, but economically he financed Marx so that he could write. Basically, there wouldn't have been a Marx without Engels, and vice versa. Okay, we're going after the capital now. I think Russia is ready for another increase in relations. Oh, they're dropping still. Good. They were 12, now they're 14. Good, good. The future of the economy is debated in Götaland. I kind of like the state capitalism, so let's go with state capitalism. For Sweden, this is good, you know. It's an ideal thing. Man, they're fighting hard. Hats off to you guys. You managed to field a decent army from what you had. I'm also ashamed of attacking such a weak country, but it's a cruel world. And I mean, we need those coconuts or whatever you guys are growing there. Okay, taxes are lowered, so is lowered the financing of the army. And we get double standard. This meant a currency system where both gold and silver ran as parallel monetary units. It ensured the state always to be able to produce cheap money, but the difference in price changes between the currencies could have grave effect on individual citizens. Tablets at the courthouse become more in favor of pluralism. Okay, budget is increasing. We're doing fine, everyone. It's looking fine. Why do we have such low efficiency? We do have a core here. We don't have it here, but does that mean the efficiency is lowered for all of the territories that don't have a core? It seems so. Interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it was separate for each of the territories in their own right. Made where? Become more in favor. We understand their concerns. Gain militancy and consciousness. That's just great. That's just such a great choice. Like, piss off people if you want them to be pissed. Just click here. But honestly, our steel factory is massive in Svealand. That's insane. Also, the canned food factory, the fish cannery, is doing good. All of them are. Even the freaking gunpowder and fertilizer factories are doing good. I am surprised. Okay, how's this looking? The slaughterhouse is not that good, but better than nothing. Militarism debated in election campaign. War by Jingo. So how far are you with this siege? And you're getting... Okay, the attrition is not as horrible as it could be. Now, our first army is ready. 42,000 people here. I think that's pretty decent. But compared to the other nations, I think, especially compared to Russia, this wouldn't stand a chance against anyone. I have half a mind of turning the craftsmen into soldiers now, but I just don't want to deal with it. I think the truce is still there for quite some time now. When does the truce end? Oh, here. Okay, actually in a month. Damn. Well, Jean Jaurès. Jaurès was elected to the Chamber of Deputies in 1885. Defeated in the 1889 elections, he returned to the University of Toulouse. He became increasingly radical in his political views, and after reading Karl Marx, he began advocating socialism. He was not a revolutionary and supported the independent socialists. While out of Parliament, Jaurès completed his mammoth socialist history of the French Revolution. He also joined with Aristide Briand and Ovidiani in 1804 to establish the left-wing newspaper El Humanité in 1904. A new socialist party under Jaurès grew rapidly at the beginning of the century, but split over the correct responses to German militarism. Jaurès advocated a policy of international arbitration, whereas others supported the Triple Entente.